What's the deal, my people? You know who the motherfucker it is. It's the Don Tony Teflon chair. And I'm back at you with another one. And this one is the Game of Thrones Season 7 pregame motherfucking show. And we are in this motherfucking. Usually, you know, when we do the pregame show, it'll be done at 6 o'clock. But because we had the stream that was promised, I had to push that motherfucker back for everybody else. So what up to everybody in the chat? What up to everyone who's here to chilling with us for this last hour and a half before Game of Thrones? I'm sure a lot of people aren't, because you know you got to make that food, you got to get your drinks, you got to get ready for this shit. Your hands are sweaty. You may want to jerk off before, I don't know, but whatever you do, just do it. And I want to introduce my brother, my motherfucking co-host with the most, my man, and my right hand, and you know the right hand is on the trigger, Mo Genie, the king of the Noah.
What's going on, folks? It's Moji, the king of it all, Fist Mo Genie, baby. And we here, man, the bareback barbarians.
No doubt. And you know that when I usually do the pregame motherfucking show, I usually have guests half an hour here, guests half an hour here, guests half an hour here. And that is usually the plan. But most of the guests that I would have had on today, you just seen them all in the stream that was promised. So most likely it's just going to be me and Mo Genie and you in the motherfucking chat for this next hour and a half, because I haven't asked anybody else to jump on with us. But I don't really think we really need to have anyone else to jump on with us. Maybe I'm going to put the feelers out to a couple of people and see what they want to do and see if they are. But I am happy to be here, Mo Genie. I just wondering, maybe you didn't. And the people in the chat, if you had a chance to watch the stream that was promised, I hope that you did. And I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope it was everything that you guys wanted it to be. Mo Genie, let me ask you this question. Game of Thrones Season 7, we've been waiting for a long motherfucking time. What are you most looking forward to seeing this motherfucking scene?
Oh, man. It's so many things going through my mind right now. The name of the episode, the title of the episode, Danny, John. Oh, my God, the Night's King. I just want to see everybody. I got to see everybody in this episode. I need to see what happened at the end of the Battle of the Bastards.
No doubt about it. We got to see what's going on there. What's going on with Sansa Stark, Jon Snow, little fucking finger? What's going on with all these motherfucking people? How is that going to play the motherfucker out that season? I think that is probably the biggest question. If we have a question to ask, is how is that going to go down? No, maybe a lot of other things may be predictable, but I think the northern situation may be a little bit, you don't know what's going to give. You have no idea how it's going to go. So let me say what up to my girl, Renee M. from House Stark. What up to Shannon C. What up to Oren Joseph. What up to Timo 30. What up to R. Karucha. I don't know. I may have probably fucked it up. What up to Big E? What up to James Cootie? What up to Peach? What up to my man Tyrion Jr. Landstar, who just donated 5 beans? You know what that means. We taking a shot for that 5 beans right there. We're going to do that in 1 second. What up to T-Baby? What up to everybody out there? Lauren's Corner. Oh, yeah, Fernando T. Brendan Smith. My people. My real people, the people who really support me. Y'all are all here with me, and I really do appreciate that. You know what I mean? So definitely hit that like button and definitely put your questions in this motherfucker. It's the Don and Mo Genie. We doing this for an hour and a half for y'all to get you ready. So that way, the half an hour to come, you can go do what you got to do to set up for the Game of Thrones season. Say, God damn, Mo, this season would have been over by now. You know what I mean? It would have already been a wrap right now. So I think that even though we got delayed, I think we kind of blessed too, you know, that we got delayed to this point, that we get the chance to sit back right now and watch this motherfucking season. You know what I mean? So let me ask you a question before I look in the chat and get the chat questions going on here. Let me ask you a question real quick. What do you think is going to happen to Littlefinger? Is Littlefinger's time up on the show, or is Littlefinger sitting the Iron Throne like Don Willie will try to make you believe? Tell me the deal.
Oh, man, before we start, man, just hit that freaking like button, man. I'm getting excited, man. It's Mo Genie, It's linguini. It's Tefguini. In this motherfucker, we going hard. You feel me? And I hope y'all seen all my little dudes is with me. All my dudes is with me. They watching like you watching right now. All right, man. Now back to the real shit. Littlefinger's time is over. We don't know if it's going to be episode 1. We don't know if it's going to be episode 10. What we do know is that motherfucker's going out a motherfucking window sooner or motherfucking later, man.
I would think so. I think that he has to go through the moon door. That is the best way for him to go out, but it could go down different. It could be an Arya Stark situation. So we have a question in the chat, and they're asking, they're saying, hey, who is the first person to die in this season? You let me know.
All right. I'm not going to do no shots in the dark. You know what I mean? I've been predicting for 6 months, you know, in a lot of our, you know, Power Hour episodes. Shout out to the Power Hour. In a lot of our Power Hour episodes, I've been fucking predicting that Brienne would die. I've been saying it for months now. For months and months and months, I put Brienne at the top of the list. And I'm not going to fall short of that. I'm not going to be scared and be like, oh, no, I'm not going to say Brienne anymore. No, 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 no. I'm riding with Brienne, man.
No doubt. You think she's the first person to die this year? The first person.
First
person that we see die.
I'm saying first major death.
Yeah, no, let's just go with first person that's not a fucking extra. Right? A first person that's going to die that we see Game of Thrones, first person that's going to catch it.
First person that's going to catch a L, who's going to catch a motherfucking L to the face is going to be Dolores Ed. Our main man, Ed at Castle Black, when the Night King comes, he's going to be coming for Ed too.
Now, Ed could go out. It's quite possible Ed could be the man, but the Don Tony Teflon, if I got to pick one person, I don't know the name. I can't give you a name, but I can give you a last name, and his name's going to be Frey. Some Freys are going to die right off the bat. I think that's the first thing that we see die is without a shadow of a doubt, the goddamn Frey. That whole storyline, over. Kaput. Finito. Done with it. We ain't going to have nothing like that. You know what I mean? So I think it's definitely going to be some type of phrase that definitely passed the motherfuck away. And that's what I think is going to go down. What up to Peach? And I appreciate it. Look, Peach is a trooper. Peach been through the stream as promised. She done rock with the Don throughout that whole situation. Took a break and even came back to come to the Don's channel. So the Peach, you get nothing but love from Tony Teflon to Don, without a doubt. I got nothing but love for you right off the bat. Let me say this. I forgot to say it in the beginning. So let me say this to this little girl living in Delaware right now named Amelia. The Don Tony Teflon blows you a kiss. I got nothing but love for you, Amelia, and your mom and everything else. So what up to you? I hope that you're chilling, but you're too young to watch the show. In a couple of years, maybe that. But thank you for being for enjoying the content that Tony Teflon put out, without a doubt. Got nothing but love for you. You know what I mean? What up to my man Brendan motherfucking Smith? We ain't seen him in a while. You know, he had an accident back in the day. He's feeling better. He's back in the fold. What up to my man Brendan Smith? Happy to see you here, brother. So happy to see you here. And I'm going to have Brendan Smith, supposed to have him on last year, but he's definitely going to be on the pregame show. He has his pick of the litter. Whatever show he wants to be on, he could definitely be on. And as I said, as always, usually on the pregame show, we have different people on every half an hour. We're going to start that next week because we started so late this week. So you're just going to get Tony Teflon, the Don, and Mo Genie this week. But I think we should be able to hold it down for you until this goddamn thing starts. We have a question here from Curtis Williams, and he says, do you think that the 5-year plot gap crippled or enhanced the book series? Now, I think that this question was asked earlier today in the stream, and it was taken out of context, even though I knew that's what I thought that you meant. But they took it a different way. So I'm going to start it with Mo Genie as always. Do you think that the 5 years plot gap has enhanced or fucked up this series?
I mean, that's difficult, you know, to compare the books and the show. I stay away from freaking comparing the two mediums. I love the book. I love the show. The showrunners do their thing. George R. R. Martin does his thing. And we live in a good equilibrium where everything just marries in between. You know, the 5-year gaps, you know, you could live with that. It is what it is. You know, you swallow your pride. You take it in the chin. You take it from behind. You take it from wherever you got to take it. And you deal with it. And that's what it is.
No doubt. Listen, you take it from behind, that's you. You may be called the backdoor receiver. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying it could be at Walmart. That's a job, the backdoor receiver. That's the way it is, right? So it could be going down there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's the way you live, brother, I don't care. But when I look at the 5-year gap, and when I talk about the 5-year gap, I think the thing that we're seeing here in the 5-year gap is that there are remnants from other stories that the 5-year gap is still in the story. And I think that those are the things that may lead people a different direction when they're reading the story and think that it's going a different way than it's going, because he planned on doing that 5-year gap, and you still have a couple of things that are pointing towards that. Overall, I don't think it really ruined the story, because you can't have people talking about things that happened 5 years ago constantly through the story. I remember this happened with Rob Stark. I remember this happened with this. You got to have people in real time. So I think it's better that he just got rid of the gap altogether. That would be my take on that.
Yeah, and everybody who's asking questions right now, don't worry. Mogini's putting them in the fucking jar. AK, moderator Alicia Kingston, she's putting them in the question jar, and we scooping them all up.
No doubt. Mogini, I'm reading these questions because I've been hyped. I've been out here all day, but we know Mogini run that. We're going to let Mogini take that over in this, you know, for here. And while he takes that over, I'm going to take this shot that I had to take because for that money right there. So, Mogini, next question's on you, baby.
Okay, T-Baby, shout out to friggin' T-Baby, our girl from around the way. Love you, girl. Good looks. T-Baby asks, will Jorah keep touching shit this season? Will he fucking spread his fucking disease-infested fingers everywhere this season?
Jesus Christ. T-Baby always talking about touching shit. And T-Baby talking, she might as well live in a bubble, goddamn. Right? The bubble boy couldn't come around T-Baby. She don't like that shit. But I'm going to say it like this, and I'm going to say it one time. I don't think he's going to touch nothing. I think he's going to be cured this year. You know what I mean? I think that's the way he goes down. It's going to be Samuel Tarly. Check Tony Teflon the Don's video. You will see that I predicted that shit over fucking 2 years ago, that Samuel Tarly will cure grayscale. And this is what's going to happen, folks. I don't just make this stuff up. I make up a lot of predictions. A lot of people may laugh at the shit I say. A lot of people may say that they don't agree with it. But in the end, when we look at the shit I said, it just about all comes true. So if I was you, I'd just get down with the bandwagon and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But that's how I feel on that, Mogini. How you?
I definitely believe somebody's catching the fucking gray skizzy. The skivvies this season, man. The skivvies, you know, the clap, the fucking panorama production in the basement. You feel me? Somebody's catching it. I don't know if it's gonna be a hooker. I don't know if it's gonna be Tyrion. I don't know if it's gonna be fucking Varys. But somebody's catching that motherfucker. I don't know who. I don't know who'd be stupid enough to get near Jorah. But somebody's gonna be dumb enough to get near Jorah. Who could it be? Let us know in the fucking comments right now.
No doubt. Listen to my man Arabs Azam saying, sitting in the plane watching Tony before I take off. Listen, God bless you, son. Straight up, you know what I mean? I really do appreciate that, especially have a safe trip where you're going and stuff like that. And I hope wherever you land, you get what you're trying to get to, you know what I mean? Maybe you even get a little more, baby. Get a little more. I hope so. You know, that's how I get down. But shout out to that Mogini. What is the next question we got up in this motherfucker?
Next question is from Brendan Smith. How much time will pass during the first episode? Any chance of a month or two jump from the last season?
These motherfuckers in the same clothes. I mean, can you wear that fur for a month? That fucking leather on your ass for a month like that. So I don't know if I could see it going down like that. So I'm going to have to say that it's probably going to take place right where we left off. I would say right as soon as the King of the North shit. Maybe they bring these little car star kids in. They bring these other people from the Umber kids are already there. Maybe a day the most. But I think when we start off, that's where we're going to be. We're going to be where we were at last season. I don't think it's going to be a big-time gap. Mojini, what say you?
The season probably will start off maybe 2, maybe 3 months from the Battle of the Bastards. We're going to have the aftermath of the Battle of the Bastards. We're going to have the fucking zombies that might be in the fucking battle left outside of Winterfell. Or are they going to burn the bodies? I don't know, but I really want to see what happens to all those dead bodies from the Battle of the Bastards. I'd say probably 2-3 months removed from last season. You know what I mean? I don't see Jon's hair looking long in any of the leaked pictures. You know what I mean? It doesn't look ridiculous. It doesn't look like he's got like a super long Fabio-style haircut. So it hasn't been that long of a period, in my opinion.
Yeah, no doubt. My man Fritz Mod says swamp ass will spread through Westeros. Let me tell you something about swamp ass. Ain't nobody want no damn swamp ass. Swamp ass is terrible. And y'all done had it. The coolest motherfucker has had an itchy asshole at one time in their goddamn life. So I don't want to hear it. Like, you don't know what swamp ass is. But I agree that swamp ass will motherfucking spread. What is the next goddamn question, Mojini?
Yo, we've got so many questions right now. The Tony Linguini and Mojini show is bombarded right now with questions. We're going to get to every single one. I swear to you, I'm going to try to get to every one for y'all. That next motherfucking question is from Decipher. My man Decipher. Does Littlefinger give Sansa the big finger this season? Do you think they hook up?
I don't think he's got a big finger. I think he's Littlefinger for a reason. I think Liza was screaming to fake it. And in fact, I would say that I ate dinner with the actress who played Liza Aaron. And I kind of said a little something to that point. I'm not going to say she said it or not, but I'm going to say like this. It was a game going on there. You know these chicks like to be fronting and screaming to high hell. You know when they fronting. You know, I tell these chicks, like if I'm a, you know, when a woman, you know, Mojini, when a woman, and I'm doing my thing, and I know what I am. You know what I mean? You can't tell me what I've been through. I'm old. I've been through this, so I know the effect I have on women. So if I hear a woman like she's giving birth to a baby, I gotta say, shorty, shut up. You ain't birthing no baby right now. You're just trying to make me come quick. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me out of my game. You know what I mean? So I think that Littlefinger definitely laid a pipe. But I don't know if it's going to be that effect. I think Sansa might gas him because before Liza didn't gas him. But I think Sansa might gas his ass with a couple of squeals. And he might get bent out of shape. But what about you, Mojini? What you say?
Littlefinger gives Sansa the big finger. Nah, not happening. Not even close. Nada. Sansa's going to cook that ass. She's going to cook that ass early in the season or late in the season. I don't know. Is she going to manipulate Sweet Robin, who is Peter Baelish's son? Yes, he's his son.
Is he?
Is she going to manipulate Sweet Robin to freaking kill Littlefinger? Yes. Is freaking Littlefinger going to get killed just by doing some dumb shit? Yes, we just don't know which situation.
I mean, you heard what happened when Marjorie did it to Tommen. When she put it on Tommen, that little motherfucker laid there and said, "This is the only thing I want to do every day for the rest of my life." Point blank. So if Sansa was to put it on someone like Sweet Robin, you know, you'd have to think that Tommen's got a little bit more skill than Sweet Robin. You know what I mean? So Sweet Robin, she put the honey, the sugar walls fell on him. Oh my God, what that little boy wouldn't do for her. He would do anything. But I really think that when they're going with it in the storyline, that it's most likely when it happens to Littlefinger, when he goes out, that Arya might be the one to take him out. Just because then this is the only thing they have to do for Arya. So it could be assassination by Arya.
Oh man, we gotta move. We gotta maneuver. I'm giddy as a schoolgirl. We got like a million questions to get to. I'm trying to get to all of them, folks. Leslie Powell asks, will Gilly's little monster, aka Gilly's baby, have a crucial part to play in season 7 or 8?
Yes. I have to say yes. Now in the books, and I'm sure that the lady who asked this question, she's a fan of Teflon TV. She's seen the Teflon's video, the White Walker's Monster, where I talk about this. And thank you very much for bringing this up. I think that in the books, that Gilly's little baby is the Night's King. We haven't seen the Night's King yet in the books. I think he becomes the Night's King. We know that baby's left at the wall. And in reality, when we look at the show or the books, Gilly has Mance Rayder's baby with her right now. So I think they're going to merge kind of those plot lines. I thought that it would get to the point that somehow that he would contract grayscale, and that would give Sam the ultimate motivation to find a cure. And I still think that something like that could happen. Maybe Jorah Mormont touches him by accident and lets T-Babies around, because she's saying he touching motherfuckers on purpose. And gives Monster the grayscale, and that's what hypes Sam into finding this cure. I understand that Jorah Mormont is also a reason for him to do it. Gio is his father, but I think that it quite possibly could be something like that. What say you, Mojin?
The thing is, right, Gilly's baby is so important in so many ways that if they spend a lot of time opening Pandora's box with Gilly's baby, they might take up 7 episodes with it. So Dan and Dave, I can see them skimming over it and just showing us, Gilly's baby's like 4 or 5 years, like looking like a big toddler right now. He's not gonna look like a baby when we see him. He's gonna look much older, and they might give us something creepy, like they might show us a glimpse of one of his eyeballs, and his eye has like a wintry bluish tone to it. And then you say, God dang, is that Craster's baby or is that the Night's King's baby? You feel me?
It's quite possible to go down like that. That's what it be. And when we deal with this season and we deal with Beyond the Books, anything goes. They can do whatever they want. So all the stuff that is foreshadowed in the books, all the stuff that we think is going on, they are not obligated to go that direction. They can do what they think is best for TV. And I think we could be dealing with a couple of situations dealing with that straight up. You know what I mean? I say what up to a Red Team Review. Carmine's in the motherfucking building, chilling here, hanging out with us. You know what I mean? This is a 200,000 subscriber motherfucker chilling with us. Goddamn it! How the fuck can you beat that? Dude, who's Brazilian, chilling with the big booty bitches. Hook me up, motherfucker. Hook me up. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Goddamn it! Hook me up. What's the next question? Goddamn it, here, Mo Jenny.
Yo, we're gonna run through these questions like fucking dollar bills at a strip club.
Listen, we gonna make it rain. We gonna make it rain with the questions. Send us your questions right in this motherfucker if you got that shit. You know what I mean? And let me know the motherfucking deal. Carmine just hit us with the $5. You know what that means. Adon's take another shot. Hit the question, Mo Genie, while Adon does a shot.
Okay. We got one here from Yajira BQA. She asked, is the Iron Bank going to play a part this season, Tef Guini?
No doubt. I think that Tycho Nestoris is casted for 3 shows this year. So I think that there's no doubt that he will. I think that the scene that we've seen Cersei Lannister on the throne looking down with Jaime there, a lot of people have said that's Euron Greyjoy, but the disgust in her face makes me think that's him, the Iron Bank from Bravos. What you say, Mojini?
The fucking Iron Bank, yo. The last time we saw the Iron Bank, was it Mace Tyrell fucking singing some birthday song to the guy?
He was.
That was like 100 freaking episodes, man. We ain't seeing the Iron Bank anymore, man. The Iron Bank's not as important in the show as it is in the books. In the books, they control everything. They're the main guys. They fund everything. In the show, we don't even know how money works in the show. We don't even know where the moolah's coming from. Tywin talked about the moolah for a little bit. He told Cersei that, you know, the money ran out at Casterly Rock. There's no gold. I don't know, man. Iron Bank's not as important on the show.
I hear you, right? So we got disagreeing opinions. We shall see who goes down. And that's what it's all about. You know, I tell people, you know what I mean? And people, I'm going to address this real quick. It's right here. I see people in the chat saying something about my shorty, the Roars and stuff like that. It's all good. It's a right to disagree. I don't want people to agree with me all the time. It would be great because they be right and they be because they be right. But they have the right to be wrong too. You know what I mean? So we got to allow that to happen, people. We got to allow people to express themselves, as Dr. Dre and NWA used to say, express yourself. Let it happen. Show me what you're working with. And that's how we get it popping. And that's it. You know what I mean? But thank you again to everyone who participated in the stream that was motherfucking promised. You know what I mean? And I hope everyone who actually watched the stream that was promised really did enjoy it. Because I really thought that was a good thing, especially for the YouTube community, for all of us in the whole. And when I set that shit up, and I told you before, I said this, I'll say it again on my channel. I really did it for y'all. I just wanted y'all to have people to talk to and something for y'all to get through the day with, because I know how it would be from when I'm watching this, waiting for the Super Bowl, and god damn it, I don't want to see Jim Brown no more. Jim Brown, you've been here too long. Howie Long, Teddy Bradshaw, I don't need to see you no more. That's why I try to switch it up with people, god damn it.
Okay, question number 1002. R. Kurita asks, how will John find out his true parentage this season?
I would think that how he's going to find out is from Bran, but how he's going to really believe it in the end would be Howland Reed. You have to have Howland Reed, because I don't think Bran is going to go around in Westeros touching a weirwood tree and grabbing every great lord he finds. Here, take a look at this, motherfucker. Take a look at this, motherfucker. Hey, you grab this, motherfucker. Look at this shit. It ain't gonna be like that. He ain't gonna be able to do that. So he ain't gonna be able to convince nobody. The only person there that convinced people that this is really what it is Howland fucking Reed. So I think that we have to see Howland Reed up in this motherfucker. What say you, Mo Jenny?
Dude, like, I want to, like, do all the normal theories that everybody has out. Like, oh, he's going to meet Howland Reed this season. Oh, Bran's going to tell him in a dream this season. Nah, man, I'm going to go off the rails here, and I'm going to say that John's not going to find out this season. I have a sneaky suspicion he's not finding out this season. He's going to find out next season.
Did you just say that John's not finding out this season?
No, sir. I'm going complete opposite of every freaking body.
That's it. Listen to Mo Genie. Preach it, Mo. Let him know.
John will not find out his parentage from Bran or Howland Reed this season. You heard it here first. I'm going out on a limb. I don't care. I'm going butt naked off a swimming pool right now.
Butt naked on the rope, jumping into the goddamn swimming pool with your legs up in the air, swimming up in there like Spider-Man. He's doing it.
I'm not doing the normal thing. I mean, like, I could do the normal Reddit freaking theory, but I'm not doing it. I'm going to have something that burns in your minds for the whole season. Mo Genie said he won't find out this season, and he won't. Let's jump to the next damn question.
No doubt. And I want y'all to know, if he don't find out, check your boy Mo Genie, who's the only dude I even got close to saying something like that. Check that man right there.
Straight up. Straight up. All right. Jacob Lansdale, shout out to Jacob, asks, will John find out he is a fire white? So this is another thing about John learning his true self. Is he going to find out he's a fire white?
Now, I'm going to do a video on this. But because y'all are with me right here, and y'all are my people, the 300 people watching us right now, and y'all are my people, and you're chilling with me, you've been through me with this stream, even though I'm doing a video on this, and this is going to spoil my video, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to say in this video right now, and I'll probably just expand that vision. I think that eventually he will find that out. And I think we have the foreshadowing in the books, and I'm going to tell you exactly where. I don't know if he's going to do in the show or anything about the books. He definitely will find out that he's a fire white and he's not alive. And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, it's like this. When Bran Stark asks Benjen, why are your hands so black? at this particular time, Benjen looks at his, not Benjen, Cold Hands, sorry, looks at his hands and says, hey, when you die, the blood congeals in your lower extremities, and that's what makes you dead. And he realizes to himself that he's dead at that particular time, right? We have seen throughout these books, Jon Snow clenching his fist over and over. He's always closing his hand. He's always opening and closing his hand. He's opening and closing his hand throughout these books all the time, right? I think that is going to be how he realizes he's dead. He's going to do that and not feel something, or it's going to look different. But I think that is what it is. The reason why they keep bringing that up and him opening, closing his hand is because he's dead. And I think that's what it's all about. I think that's what it's going to be.
Oh, man, this freaking Fire White thing has just thrown everybody in a doozy this season. Well, I'm going to give you a doozy right now. Jon Snow will learn he is a Fire White if he ever dies again. So he won't know if he's alive. But if he ever dies, he will know the Lord of Light was up in him and resurrected him and played all up inside him like a freaking Catholic priest.
No doubt. It's quite possible to go down like that. You know what I mean? I got to put it down like this when I think about Game of Thrones. Season 7. We up in this motherfucker right now. We've seen a lot of stuff from leaks or whatever. We're not going to talk about that. But what I'm saying is this. Now, people are saying that George R. R. Martin is trolling. He's not trolling, and this is the reason why. We've seen him do this before. He put the Mercy chapter out right before the episode with Arya and Mercy and the whole play situation came out. He dropped that before. So it's quite possible that he dropped this situation right now during the same shit, thinking about the same thing. They're going to expose this. I've been slow. Let me just Donald Trump tweet this shit. That's what I look at it. Donald Trump tweet this motherfucker out there and blow their whole spot up. Because they blown his spot up too. You know what I mean? When they did the Jaime and Cersei Lannister rape, when they did the Shireen Baratheon getting burned, Dan and Dave, when inside the episode, first thing to say, well, when George told us this stuff, when George told us this, they put him under the bus as quick as they could. So it could be a way of George getting back, like, I'm going to put this out there before you guys get the chance to put it out there.
Oh, man. The next mother effing question comes from Plexi Bertrand, longtime subscriber. This dude knows what he's talking about, ladies and gentlemen. They ask, is Jaqen ever appearing again, Tough Queenie?
Woo! I mean, I would think maybe one more time. One more time, I think we got Jaqen. But the thing is, why is he going to appear? The only reason I can see him...
Amen. Can we get an amen?
He got to come back to try to take Arya out. Maybe Arya kill his ass. You know what I mean? That's the only reason I could see him coming back or something like that. Now, obviously, in the books, we have a different situation with them. We see that they're searching for stuff. They're looking for stuff for the Brink of Bravos. They got a dragon's egg right there. They're looking for a book right now. Could we see Jaqen H'ghar come back and be in the Citadel with Sam, and Sam eventually slay him? You know, he's called Sam the Slayer. He's killed a White Walker. Could it be the man that kills a faceless man too? Quite possible. You know, in the book, we got Euron and them about to attack. We don't have that situation going on in the show, so they could just do that. I don't know, but I do think that he will be back for a couple of episodes, but exactly in what capacity, I don't know. Mo Genie, what say you?
Man, freaking Jaqen H'ghar, this is like my dude right here. If there was anybody I just want to share a brew with and just get to know them, if we was ever in a freaking pub or a bar, it'd be my main man, Jaqen H'ghar. This guy is the definition of mysterious, man. This guy knows what he's doing. He's a shaker and he's a mover. I think that Arya may see glimpses of Jaqen H'ghar in her dreams. She may go to sleep. She may dream of Nymeria. She may dream of Jaqen. He will always be in her past. Is she considered still a faceless man, even though she's on the run right now? Possibly. But Jaqen H'ghar will always be a part of her, and Arya will always be a part of them. She will see Jaqen in her dreams.
What up to my man Talking Motherfucking Thrones, who's up in the chat, who I had the opportunity to be on a video with him on his channel. He allowed me to be on a video. It blessed me to do that, and that's because of him in the gray area, the people who have hooked me up, my peoples, you know what I mean? So what up to him, and fuck you, Collider, for stealing that man's name and trying to make a show off of that dude's name. Fuck you, you know what I mean? But check out Talking Fucking Thrones, the original Talking Thrones, the real fucking Talking Thrones channel on his fucking channel, straight up. That's a dude. That's a guy who was on top of the whole plot leak thing before anybody. Listen, period. Before anybody was on it, he was on it. So no matter what anybody say or whatever, I tell you the motherfucking truth, man. He was on it. So shout out to that motherfucker. Please subscribe to his channel. I'm sure you already are, but if you haven't, check that motherfucker out. That's my man right there.
All right. Next question is from Sam. Are we going back into the crypts of Winterfell this season?
Yes, we are. We've already seen clips of Jon Snow choking Littlefinger down there, and we've seen a couple of scenes of Sansa down there. So what I'm thinking is going on down there right now is that I think that Sansa and Jon could be burying Rickon down there. That's the reason why they went down there. But they have his mother's statue in the background, just saying, you know what I mean, just putting that over your shoulder so you know that that's there. I think Littlefinger could be doing some type of spy shit, and that's why he gets choked out. What say you, Mo?
Yeah, sorry if I'm echoing right now. I don't know what the pop off is. Might be my connection, might be lag. I don't know. John's definitely going into the crypts. This is a great situation for us to know what's in the crypts. Where's Ned's bones aren't in the books. We don't know where Ned's bones are in the books, but in the show we know Littlefinger returned them. Is Dawn down there? The real question is, will he get Dawn down there? Teflon?
Say it again. I'm sorry, Emoji. I should have been talking about. I'm looking at the goddamn chat. T-Baby. I'm pulling T-Baby on you right now. Say it again.
The real mother effing question is he gonna get Dawn down in the crypts?
There's no doubt. When we look at what's going on down there, let's take a look at it real quick. And I'm going to say LaDonna Sargent and you can watch Game of Thrones. You can watch A Small Council. She spoke this to me, and I'm going to speak this back to you, the knowledge that she dropped on me. When we look at the sword of Dawn, it's kind of like King Arthur's sword. And when we look at King Arthur's sword, what was that sword? That was a sword that was in a stone. And we look at Dawn, we're looking at a sword that was made from a stone. So I think that we're going to see the sword that was made from a stone put in a stone and put in the crypts of Winterfell. Now, it could be in the statue of Lyanna itself, hiding up in there, or it could be buried beneath. But I think that there is no doubt, if you ask me, that Dawn is there. I agree with that. That's LaDonna Sargent's theory. But my theory that I came up with, and I'm sure other people have too, I have to believe that Harper Rhaegar is down in that motherfucker. There's no other thing that's connected to Rhaegar but that goddamn harp. So why else would they put that harp there? I think that every time Rhaegar made a song about his motherfucking, made a kid, he made a song about him. He put that fucking, you seen that in the vision with Daenerys, him in there. I think he did the same thing. We don't hear about the harp. I think that harp was down there with him. What say you, Mo?
Oh my God. There's absolutely no freaking way they would show the sword on the show if they weren't going to give it to Jon. You show us the Tower of Joy scene. You show us baby Jon Snow. You show us the sword by Lyanna's bedside. And Ned gets it out. He kills freaking Arthur Dayne. You think you ain't going to give us that sword? You ain't going to give us that on the show? It's definitely happening, folks.
You're going to put that sword on the bed. And when Ned placed it on the bed, it wasn't like he went there, he's concerned about his sister, he just threw that shit on the floor. He placed that motherfucker slow so you can see the hilt, you know what I mean? And then walked around to his sister. If it was my sister that was in the bed of blood and I was holding on to something, I'm dropping that motherfucker right where I am. In fact, I'm probably not even bringing it up. I'm just dropping it and running over to my sister and saying, what's wrong with you? But the fact that they had him place that shit on the bed like that, you have to think the sword is coming back into play somehow.
I always thought that light bringer. When John becomes Azor Ahai and all of that, and we're not gonna go deep into that this episode. We'll talk about it in one of our Power Hour episodes sometime this season. But Lightbringer, I always thought that Heartsbane would be Lightbringer. You hear the name Heartsbane. I think Christina the Sphinx talked about this one time. Me and her talked about it back in the day. The sword is called Heartsbane. This is Sam's family's ancestral sword, Heartsbane. When you break that name down, the Bane of Hearts. I always thought it was going to be that sword that would be Lightbringer for John. But now that I think about it more and more, on the television show at least, for sure, it's going to be Dawn, the Sword of the Morning.
There's no doubt. Heartsbane, it's a good thing. I was going to do a video about Heartsbane and everything else. And it sounds like it would be there, and it would be that sword that he would be fighting with. But I just don't know how it would have wound up in the hands of the Tarleys. You know what I mean? And that's the whole thing. And that's the only reason why I think that quite possibly Azor Ahai could have possibly been a Dornish person, someone from that, to accomplish these things and stuff. So I think that's why it more connects to them, especially when you have, I mean, the Sword of the Morning. I mean, you have Dawn. What the fuck is Dawn? What is the Sword of the Morning? I mean, why do you have these two titles if that is not the sword? That's the only thing that those titles can mean or represent, if that is what it is. So I have no choice but to think that that's the way it's going down.
Yeah. Okay. Let's hit the next question. Next question is from. Hold up, guys. I'm trying to pull as many as I can. Jake W asks, "Are you punishing that Henny, Teflon?"
You know, I'm trying to. I'm punishing it. I'm drinking it. As soon as I get that dough, you know, I'm putting it down, and that's it. And that's the bottom line. I will put it down. You know the day you put the money up in there, $5, whatever. I'm gonna take that shot. I'm gonna drink that down for you. You know what I mean? That's how I get down on it. So I've been drinking it all day. I'm still drinking beer. I'm on a light beer. I'm not saying I ain't drinking the Heineken yet. We're gonna drink the Heineken during the show because actually I did all these streams right now tonight. I'm still doing this stream right now. I got to watch the show, and as soon as I'm done watching the show, I'm going to record my review video. So I'm going to be up all night, and I'm going to edit it. And I'm going to be up all night getting this done. Hopefully, I'm thinking about maybe getting to bed by 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that, but that's how it's going to go down. I owe a drink to Quentin. Quentin, that's my motherfucking man. You got that, Quentin. You got that right now. Go ahead, Mojini. You got another one?
Yeah, we got another one. We got a whole bunch of them, man. We got one here from Tabitha Warren. Will John reunite with Arya and/or Bran this season, Tef Guini?
It's hard to say. It all depends on timing. So if we look at the first episode, if Arya kills the phrase, she heads back over to Winterfell and gets there in season 1, and gets there in the first episode. Yes, John's leaving from what we see from the seasons, from the preview that we got. He's leaving in season 2. She has to get there in season 1, or they will not meet. What do you think, Moji?
They have to pretty much give us what they gave us last season with the Sansa John reunion. That was blockbuster stuff. You know what I mean? That was like Spielberg wrote that scene. You know what I mean? That was like a Scorsese scene when John and Sansa reunited last season. Why on earth wouldn't D&D do that again this season with Bran and Arya? They might give us Bran and Arya coming to Winterfell at the same freaking time, and then John's coming there back from freaking his location and just give us a smorgasbord of a Stark reunion, man.
No doubt, no doubt. Let me put it like this. You know, we got over 300 people watching. We got 100 and something likes. Can I at least get the 200 likes on that? I'm just saying, can a brother get the 200 likes? If you can hit me up, hook me up to 200 likes. I appreciate that. I really would. So any people, I know that some people maybe watch it, I don't know, on your phone, or your tab, maybe you can't like it or something like that. But I'm saying, you enjoying what we doing, you understand what we doing, we got a half an hour to roll on this motherfucker. Please hit that like button and try. I'm trying to get to 200 likes. If I can get to 200, I'm only 9 away from that. Help a brother out, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. We got more gold dragons. I seen it coming down. I'm jumping up on this shit. Mogini Languini, hit me with the next goddamn question.
Oh my God, I'm bombarded with questions right now. I'm trying to get to every single one of them. One here is from Ed F. Ed asks, what will Sam do with Heart's Bane this season, Tef Queenie?
Oh, they're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me, Mo. They're trying to kill me. I ain't drinking bullshit here. Motherfucking Hennessy, goddamn it. So let me see. It's hard for me to think. I don't think that he took the sword to kill somebody with it. It's got to be some type of formula situation with it. I think that Valyrian steel myself is made out of regular steel and dragon glass and dragon fire. I think when you add all those three things together, that's how you can make Valyrian steel. So I think that quite possibly it's a big-ass sword. We already seen Ned Stark's sword broke into 2 swords. Maybe that's the situation he goes down with too. Maybe it gets split. The Heart's Bane gets split into 2 swords when it's all said and done. What say you, Mo?
Like I said a few questions ago, guys, I really thought Heart's Bane was going to be Lightbringer. I swear to you, I had it in every bone in my body that Heart's Bane was going to be Lightbringer. And that was the sword that Jon Snow was going to use to defeat the Night's King. But I've rolled that theory back. I pulled the reins on that one back a little bit. And I'm feeling Dawn on the show. So, Sam, what will Sam do with Heart's Bane, you ask? I don't know. He could throw it in a river. You know what I mean? He could do whatever. You know, he could pass the sword off. He's at the Citadel. You know, he's not. Sam's not fucking with the war. You know, he might find some spells to beat the White Walkers, but he's not swinging the sword. So I'm thinking that another fan favorite will get Heart's Bane on the television show. Maybe Brienne. Yeah, I like that. I like how that sounds. I'm gonna go with Brienne gets Heart's Bane.
Big ass sword. It's a big ass sword. Brienne has a sword right now, so I would think that maybe the Hound or some big ass motherfucker got to get. That's a big fucking sword. You know what I mean? It's a big ass sword. So quite possibly maybe someone like the Hound or someone like that or someone like that. You know, because as we know that Jon Snow is an undead monster. Just like fucking Sir Gregor Clegane, right? We understand that this is the same situation going on here with Jon Snow. I haven't even had a chance to talk to you, Mo, about the Fire White situation. And actually, how have you taken that knowledge? How are you doing that? And I love you too, Liana Flynn. I got nothing but love for you.
How am I feeling about what?
Jon Snow. Maybe did you not hear? I mean, I'm sure you see my video. I know you watched it. Jon Snow being the Fire White, that he's really just a white resurrected by fire right now. You
know what? I always felt, when I heard the quotes come from George R. Martin, that it was like a slip of the tongue. It like it was taken out of context. I think people hang on to every word that George R. Martin spits onto the internet. And people just run with it because they're hungry for content. They're hungry for the Winds of Winter to come out. And George R. R. Martin's not feeding anybody. He's feeding himself. He's putting all that food up in his belly, but he's not feeding the fans. So anytime he says something, they run with it. I don't think the words meant anything. I don't even think he meant that Jon was going to be a Fire White. In the sense that the way Beric Dondarrion is, I just think people are running with something that's not there.
I'm gonna say this straight up to you people right now. Right now. We have waited over a motherfucking year for this show to come back on. And we are 1 motherfucking hour away right now. You understand what that means? 1 fucking hour away? Less than an hour right now from the season premiere Game of Motherfucking Thrones. How the fuck do you feel about that, motherfucker? This is the real Power Hour. We're breaking it down. And if you don't know what the Power Hour is, that's me and Mo Genie weekdays all the way through the week. We do an hour-long show and we talk about either a person or a scene from that episode and we break it down and we take your questions in the second half. So that is what the Power Hour is about. I can't wait to go on with that motherfucker straight up. You know what I mean? Oh, and that's it. So 1 hour, baby. 1 hour.
This
You have
this
time to do
this
what you
is
gotta
the
do.
real power hour. This is definitely the real power hour. We've got 60 minutes left until the premiere, but y'all know that Mo Genie, Teflon TV, this is where it is. This is the other power hour, ladies and gentlemen, with two of your favorite motherfucking hosts out here, damn it.
No doubt about it. Look, we got over 300 people watching live right now. You know what I mean? And that's a blessing because we don't be getting numbers like that on the regular. So thank you very much. And I hope you stick around. And I'm telling you, next week, we're going to have all of our guests on every half an hour. We're going to do that because we're starting at 6 o'clock next week. The pregame show, and it'll be 6 o'clock from now on all the way to the end of the season. 6 o'clock, come through, watch us until 8:30, Power Hour. And if you want to be a part of the show and you don't have a YouTube channel, you don't have 50,000 subscribers, and you just got stuff to say, contact me, Teflon TV on Facebook, and tell me you want to be on, and I will put you on. All you got to do is have a camera. And I will give you a half an hour to come on here and say anything you want to say about that season. Even if it's something negative about what I said or whatever, you have your spots here on Teflon TV. That is what I do. That is what I'm all about. I'm about you. I'm here to power to the motherfucking people. Fight the motherfucking power. Radio goddamn Raheem in this motherfucker. Oh,
Okay.
Jenny. I think we got another donation here. Do we have a question in line with that?
We had a question from Talking Thrones. Did you get that question down?
No, I've seen it. Did you know what it is?
Damn it, man. Let me go back to the noggin, man. Because I could have sworn it was up there, and now it's not up there anymore. Talking Thrones.
Right, let me see if I can find it real quick.
Talking Thrones. I saw your donation, man, with the question. Can you put it back in the chat? Put it right now in the chat.
I got it right now. It says, do we see Quaithi or Kanara again?
Oh, great question. Great question. I think they're one and the same, homie. I think they're one and the same. I think Quaithi's been maneuvering like a freaking oil-wrapped red snake, took off the lavender mask like a freaking, like Spider-Man, and just ripped it off of her head and turned into Kinvara. Moving around like a snake, man. I think they're one and the same. I swear it. I can feel it. I believe that Quaith and Kinvara on the show are the same mother effing person, man.
Hey, listen, Kanara, and I'll say this straight up, if it was Kanara and she come around Tony Teflon, she can get some of that, you know what I mean? She can get some of that. Like a goddamn lizard I am. You can get some of that, you know what I mean? Because she's thick enough to hold it down. I'm saying when I look at Mela, I look at the chick that I played, when I look at Quaithi, I'm looking at her, I'm saying that she looks a little slender in the hips. You know, it doesn't look like the same person for me. When I look at the situation, could we get Kanara back? I hope motherfucking so. I actually thought that chick looked like Lyanna Stark. When you look at her face, she looked like Lyanna Stark, goddammit. I would love to see her back in the show. I really would love to see her back in the show. I don't think we're going to get her because when she was interviewed before, she said that she can't even she doesn't have a contract for next season. I didn't hear anything else about it, so I don't know. You know what I mean? But don't sleep with Teflon. Tongue's like a motherfucking lizard, girl.
Ooh, like a lizard.
Like a motherfucking lizard, like Scarface, motherfucker. Look at that motherfucker right there.
Look at that thing, man. You're looking like a lizard, man. Look at that thing, man.
No doubt about it.
Man, don't get me started on Scarface. I can do Scarface lines all day.
I can do it too. The whole thing is they're trying to do a remake for it, and the remake, the director went for the remake, and they said, no, this is too violent. I'm like, too violent? This is Scarface. What the fuck did you do that's too violent for Scarface?
I have no clue, man. They've needed to do a proper remake for a long time on that one. And to all the people in the chat asking us, who does Tony and Mo Genie got for the McGregor versus the Mayweather fight? Mo Genie got McGregor, baby. All day, every day.
Who you got?
I got McGregor.
You're wrong. You're wrong. I'm gonna do this real quick, and we're gonna go right back to Game of Thrones. So let me express this real quick. Express to you the deal. It's not a contest. It's not a fight. Mayweather's gonna kill him. He's gonna beat him up pretty easily. It's not even gonna be a fight. He'll toy around with him for the first couple of rounds. By round 3, 4, McGregor will be exhausted, and McGregor will get knocked the fuck out. He could talk about Mayweather's little head, but his big-ass head is a big-ass target, and that's the bottom line. He's going to get stomped. You can't have anyone go into anything versus anyone who's basically the best in their field and be better than them, right? And you can't have someone who's a bowler, who's the best bowler in the world, and then you play ping pong and say, I'm going to come in there and play you and I'm going to beat you. It's not the same sport. It's not going to happen. You can't have somebody who knocks home runs out the park and then some dart player saying, I'm going to come and challenge you in a home run contest. You can't win. It's not going to happen. That is Mayweather-McGregor. But I like professional wrestling. So I like McGregor and I like the shit that he talks. But all this shit about Mayweather can't fucking can't read. 50 Cent said that shit. He's taking that from 50 Cent. So let's not say he thought that shit up. Let's go back to Game of Thrones.
All day, every day. And the next question is here from Bolt Music. Shout out to Bolt. Seen him around town. He's doing his thing. Will Jorah meet Jon this season?
Yes, Jorah's gonna go beyond the wall in the mission with Jon. I think when you see all those people in that circle, Jorah is one of those people. So I don't think that that's even a question right there. We can probably go on to the next one after that. I think you agree totally with that.
They definitely got to meet up. Do I think it's this season? I don't know. Everybody's questioning, what the hell is Jorah going to do this season? Is he going to run after Dany? Probably. Is he going to go back to Bear Island? Is he going to go back to his ancestral home, go chill with the Mormonts for a little bit? Maybe. We don't really know what Jorah is doing. Jorah is, like a snake right now. He's slithering. He's shaking and moving. He got no bones in his body. He's boneless. He's spineless. He's just got grayscale. So, I don't know, man. Does he go and meet Jon? Probably. I just don't think it'll be this season.
Yeah, I think it has to go down this season when I see the thing, Jon Snow and his people out there doing their situation, going beyond the wall. I think Jorah Mormont's part of that whole situation. I think he goes down with that.
For sure, for sure.
We got another donation. You seen that right there?
Yep, we got another $5 donation. That means Teflon's got to take a shot.
He's going to take the shot. We're taking it from a man, Todd Fowler.
It's from Mother effing Todd Fowler. What is your ideal ending of Game of Thrones Season 8, Teflon?
Season 8?
Mm-hmm.
Let me take the shot, and you can answer that, and I'll come back.
Wow, Season 8. So we've been given so many gems here today that people don't even want to talk about Season 7 anymore. Y'all want to talk about Season 8?
Trying to kill me.
That's fine. Season 8 is going to be so mind-blowing. The Night's King will win this season. I told y'all the Night's King is winning this season in one of my videos. Make sure you check it out. The Night's King will win. So that means in Season 8, the Night's King is going to lose. So my ideal ending for the end of Season 8 is all the whites and the Night's King destroyed and Jon just marinating inside Winterfell, man.
I think it'd probably be someone sitting on the Iron Throne, then a pillback of all the people that are down with him, pull outside of King's Landing, show outside of King's Landing, and then show maybe one dragon flying off into the sunset, and that's how it would end when it's all said and done. That'll be the last thing that we see. The way it goes down, I can't see it ending other way, especially the fact that we see Jon Snow as the Fire White. I don't see any corpse sitting on the Iron Throne at the end of the day. So I think that leaves the door open for possibly Tyrion. I think that leaves the door open for a bunch of people to sit the Iron Throne, because now that we know that it's not going to be Jon Snow. Okay, next question from Jean-Philippe
Poirier.
Now, hold on. This dude said, drunk got facts, Nori voice. Let me tell you something about Nori fucking nigga. And these motherfuckers had beef with that dude back in the day and shit straight up, you know what I mean? So don't compare me to that motherfucker straight up, you know what I mean? I do my thing. I'm down from Queens, and I'm down with my people from Queens, but I ain't down with fucking Nori. So I'm sure you don't know that and stuff like that, but I had major beef with that dude, you know what I mean? So you can go on that motherfucking channel, talk to that motherfucker, ask him about me. He'll fucking tell you the fucking deal, straight up. Don't compare me to fucking Nori, man. For real, for real.
Yeah, we got a question here from Jean Philippe. They ask, do you think the wall will fall in the last episode of this season?
I think it has to be. You know what I mean? I don't see it how it could ever go down in any other way. You know what I'm saying? So I would think that it would have to be the last episode. I think the wall definitely comes down, and that's the bottom line.
I'd like to see the wall fall early. I'd like to see the Hodor episode of this season be the wall falling episode 3. The way the hold the door shit happened last year when it blew our minds completely and everything went hunky-dory and they dropped the doozy on us. I want that doozy to be the wall falling episode 3.
No doubt about it. Listen, people, right now, we about 45 minutes away from the premiere of Game of Thrones season motherfucking 7. The Don Tony Teflon was at Con of Thrones, representing motherfucking Mogini, representing the small council, representing the Hype's Watch, the people that no one knows about, but they know about. You know what I'm saying? That's all I have to say, because it's like I got a small channel. And I don't have all the subscribers. The big channels don't, but the big channels know who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? And that's the way it is. We blew that motherfucker down. We tore that motherfucker up. And I'm not just saying that for me. You could check the articles that were written, and they'll tell you who the fuck blew that motherfucker down. You know what I mean? That's how we get down. We are here, pre-game show, every motherfucking Sunday. Watch us up here, 6 o'clock to motherfucking 8:30, and get your Game of Thrones shots in. Slope, I will take a shot. $5, you got that. Let's do it.
We're at 334. I want 400 fucking people in this chat. I want 400 likes on this video. We're going hard, folks. We're going to be here every Sunday talking pregame, talking Thrones for you.
That's it. And I mean, Talking Thrones, we talking Game of Thrones, not my boy Talking Thrones channel. We ain't trying to jack that like Collider. We ain't that way. We do our own shit here. We don't take people's names. We run with our own shit. We stand on our own too. You know what I mean? That's what's up.
Exactly. I didn't even mean that. I meant Game of Thrones, but we're running with it.
I know you did, but goddamn it, I'm drinking.
God dang it, we drinking. All right. We off that bottle right now. Next question comes from Will Carter. Will Carter asks his question, is Dany also a fire white like Jon from her incident with the other cows?
You know, I not even with the other cows. I would have to say the whole incident with motherfucking her giving birth to the dragons. Let's take a look at the situation with her giving birth to the dragons. Khal Drogo has passed away. She ties Mirror Master up to the motherfucking torch. She takes 3 fucking petrified dragon eggs and puts them on the pyre. She lights the pyre on fire. Then she steps into the pyre herself. Anyone who believes that when she stepped on that pyre that she thought, hey, I'm going to do this so that I can birth these dragons, you're lying to yourself. It's bullshit. She tried to commit suicide. And it just so happened that the magic through Mirror Master helped her birth the dragons, and the soul of Khal Drogo went into the dragon's eggs. George R.R. Martin has said this. He said this himself. I don't argue points that George said. It makes no sense for me to argue, though. So when you look at that situation, that is what happened there, people. That is the truth.
Woo, we got another donation. They try to get Teflon hurt up in here.
They trying, but they understand, you know what I mean? They understand. I'm 168 pounds. Soon to be 175 after all my workout is done. Motherfucking Queens, New York. You could bring what you got to bring, son. I'm here to take it all down. Do your thing.
Oh, man, the question is, will Azora High finally be revealed this season from JY?
I would have to say that Azora High, maybe from Gilly and Sam, but that's all I could see it. That's all I could say.
Oh, man, Azora High, Azora High. Well, we got the Dawn Sword in the Morning sword already. That's probably in the crypts of Winterfell. I believe that sooner or later they'll have to put the sword in Jon's hand to kill Nisa to make Lightbringer happen. Will it be season 7? No. I think it'll be in season 8. That's when the show will bring that along. In the books, it'll be a lot quicker. That's what it is.
No doubt about it. We are in crunch time right now. We have 10 minutes to go before we shut this down. Unless y'all want me to go till 9 o'clock. Until we shut this down and start looking at Game of Thrones. Motherfucking season 7 is here. It's motherfucking here, yo. For real, for real. That is nuts. We really got that. Yo, my man Wolford E. He trying to put the hurt on Tony Teflon. I got love for you, brother. You know, I feel everything you're doing. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? But I see you. I see you.
Oh,
I see everybody up in the motherfucking chat. But before, I'm not leaving right now. I'll even run later if I have to. I don't care. I'll go to 8:40 if I have to do that. But what I want to do right now, Teflon TV tradition. You know, we started this motherfucker. We know people tried to imitate it. But they always try, but they can't duplicate it. You know what I mean? You can copy a motherfucker's ideas, but you can't copy a motherfucker's swag. If you could do me a favor right now, to let everyone on YouTube and anyone who's watching and hating, let them know that Teflon TV, we worldwide. I would like you to rep your hood and put in the comment section your city and your place where you're from. And I will shout that out right now. So we can do a 5-minute or 3-minute or whatever, rep your hood. Please, at this particular time, put your place where you're representing so we can let everybody know where it is. The Don Tony Teflon. I'm from Queens, motherfucking New York. You know how it is. I rep. We see my man, we see right here. Mojini, it's flying by me. Can you shout some of these out for me?
Yo, we got Norfolk, Virginia. We got Chicago, Hamilton, Ohio, Toronto, Toledo, England, Ireland, Tampa, D.C., Chicago again, Orlando, New Jersey, Nashville, Tennessee, Los Angeles, Southern California, Minnesota, Seattle, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Youngstown, Ohio. We in that steel belt, baby. We in that Garter belt. Oh my God. Los Angeles, Cologne, Germany, Atlanta, Georgia, Scotland, Norway, Amsterdam, VA Beach, Philadelphia, USA, Austin, Texas, Manchester, England. Oh my God.
No, I see my man right here, Osland McGrath, Galway. And if that's Galway, New York, with the purple and silver purple and gold motherfucking thing, holla at me off this motherfucker, because you about motherfucking 10 miles from me. I will definitely come and check you. We could definitely hang out. Jay Page, New York. Sly Denny, Omaha. We have motherfucking Laura. We have Lord of Last Hearth, Delaware. And we have, who else do we have representing this morning? Let me go back up to this motherfucker real quick. Kevin Cleary, Memphis, Tennessee. Woodrow 2245, Atlanta. Busy B-Boy T.O. We got, let's see, Galway, Ireland. God damn it, I can't see you, son. I would love to see you, but I can't get to Ireland. We got Battle Rage, saying representing King's Landing. Curtis Crow representing Birmingham, Burma. And we have Leanna Flynn representing Boston. Rico Riviera representing fucking Oregon. And we have Peter Leon representing South Korea up in this motherfucking the danger zone. danger zone, son. Out of danger zone. We have all y'all out there, and really thank you for everyone representing. We got Louise, Anna's, Denmark. You know what I mean? I've tried to get to Amsterdam myself multiple times. I can't wait to get out there. I know before I go, I got to be up in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? We got my man Stomp Suspect from fucking Compton, California. You know what happens to your ass if you go to Compton, California? You get stomped, goddammit. And that's the bottom line. That's what it is. Please hit that goddamn like button. Represent my man Regime the Great, representing Harlem. My man Shamila Williams, representing Alabama. That's my man Deontay Wilder. My man I wrote the book from Alabama. I'm from New York, representing everyone. So thank y'all. We got Black Chun from Japan. Oren Josephs. You know how we do. I love you all. And don't understate that. Don't ever think that doesn't mean anything. Don't think that means that I'm just saying that just to say that. Believe you me, I love all y'all. If you knew about my life and everything else, and I'm never going to tell you because this is not the way it is, you understand exactly why I feel that way. But I will say that I've been in difficult situations. And it's y'all YouTube people, the people who watch my videos, the reason why I get paid from Google, who has helped me get out of those situations. So I respect every view I get. I respect every thumbs up or thumbs down that I get. I really do appreciate it. Every subscriber that I get, I don't take for granted. I really do appreciate it. And when I get 1,000 views a video, I'm happy. Would I like 20,000? Of course. But I'm happy with 1,000 because I realize that 1,000 people are a lot of fucking people. That's a lot of people watching me.
That's a lot of eyeballs, man. It's a lot of
dude from Queens, New York. Who the fuck am I? You know what I mean? Talking about Game of Thrones. You know, and I've had comments in there saying, what are you doing? Black people, you're not supposed to be able to read. And the fact that y'all are able to represent me and come down with me and chill with me, I really do appreciate that. So really, I don't take any of this for granted. I don't think that I'm promised anything or owed anything. It's all for y'all. And the whole thing I did with the stream that was promised, in all honesty, it was all for y'all. And I hope that y'all really did enjoy that. But besides all that bullshit, all that stuff we talking here, we gonna get back to more fucking questions while we have a chance, because this is Game of Thrones Season 7, and it's about to jump off.
Oh, man, shout out to the one person that was from Montpellier, France. Somebody coming all the way out from France, man. All the way out in France, Montpellier. And my main man, Phil the Issues guy, just landed in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Philly.
The only thing I like in fucking that goddamn state of massholes. And I'm gonna say that the only thing I enjoy about that state is my man Phil the Issues guy and my man Joe Dirty Locks, and both of their women's and their children. Besides that, fuck everybody else in that state. I'm a goddamn Jets, Knicks, and motherfucking fan. That's just the way it goes. You know how it is.
All day, every day. We've just knocked out probably about 30 questions in a span of 2 seconds, man. How many more questions can I do? I got about 30 minutes, man.
No doubt about it. Listen, man, we are 30 minutes away from Game of Thrones. And I really hope that all these streams that we have done today has helped you get through the day and get to this point where we at right now. Because we are about to break this motherfucker down right now. We are about to see everything that we wanted to see. Hopefully it lives up to expectations. I think that it will. We shall see if it does. Mojini, another question before we get the fuck up out of here and get ready to go.
Woo! Our main man, Jamie Sneed, in the house. He asks a question. Will Euron Greyjoy be a scene stealer this season, Tef Guini?
I think that when it comes to battles and things like that, he has no choice but to be. I mean, if not, then we don't have any other villain on the human side that we should fear. There's no one left there. Ramsay Bolton is dead. So the only person they have there to fill that role is Euron Greyjoy. The only way to make him feel that deadly is to have him defeat Dany's army. He has to defeat a good part of it, or you won't feel that way. So I think that it's quite possible that we will see Euron in that light.
Supposedly, Euron is supposed to be more of a freaking devil than Ramsay and Joffrey combined. Is that going to happen this season, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know, but if it does, I'm so psyched. I'm scared. I'm scared what Euron's going to do.
No doubt about it. You know what I mean? And that's the way it is. Let me give shouts out to the people out here that you know, that always show Tony Teflon love, people and moderators and all that, you know what I mean? People like Renee M from House Dark, T-Baby, you know, y'all, Alicia Kingston. I really can't say enough how much I appreciate y'all coming in here, moderating for me, taking out the bullshit, you know what I mean, and all that. You got a lot of haters, you know what I mean? Got a lot of enemies, you know, and that's just the way it be, you know what I mean? As I said, people may know about me, but in all honesty, my channel is pretty small compared to other people's channels and stuff like that. And I really do appreciate everyone that really does come out here. Don't get me all emotional. I'm drinking right now. I'm drinking, and I've been drinking, so I can get emotional. And I want to get emotional about it and everything else. But in all honesty, y'all helped me through a lot of tough times in my life that I've recently been through. And I would say Amber Chipman, who was in there, I was if she's in here or she can be in here, I would say all y'all people who have been there for me and supported Teflon TV, especially people who supported me back in the day when I only had 100 subscribers, and you know what I mean, and I said a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff that I said to other people then said the same thing years later and stuff like that. But truly, I do appreciate it. You know what I mean? Y'all representing me.
Oh my God, man. Ding, 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 ding. We just hit 300 likes up in this mother effer.
This motherfucker. That's what I'm talking about. I really do appreciate it, man. I love all you. Love all y'all for doing that. You know what I mean? And let me give shouts out to the people who helped the stream that was promised. The first person I hit up on that to ask if they would do it was the Roast, and she agreed to do it. Let me give a shout out to Aziz. Let me give a shout out to Phil the Issues guys. Let me give a shout out to Smokescreen. Let me give a shout out to Val, anyone who's involved, because that don't happen unless they agree to do it. I may come up with the idea, but it's still up to them. And they agreed to do it, and that's what made the whole thing worthwhile. And I really do hope that it all worked out. Let me give a shout out to Trial by Trivia, who I said I'm going on a motherfucking show. Mo's coming with me. We ain't afraid of you motherfuckers. We on that Bernie Mac shit. I ain't afraid of you motherfuckers. We'll come out there and we'll beat that Trial by Trivia. And I'll win the whole motherfucking, listen to what I'm saying. Win the whole not a round, not 2 rounds. I'm going to win the whole motherfucking thing, period. Take that shit to the fucking bank. That's how we do. Queens, New York, we repping this motherfucker. And everyone who was out there from Con of Thrones, who came and still watching from Con of Thrones, discovered me from Con of Thrones, and is watching right now. I'm in a couple of groups and stuff. I love all you guys. Thank you for allowing me in your groups. Thank you for everybody who supported me at Con of Thrones. As I said, we had a few haters at Con of Thrones, a little jealous, a little mad. Tony Teflon shined a little bit. But I say, we get in front of people, we're going to do our shit. You know what I mean? That's the bottom line. We're going to be who we are, and we ain't apologetic to nobody. You either like us or you hate us, either or. But we'll take it that way. That's how it goes. Mo Genie, 831. 831. I see Spots, and I see Spots is the first ever subscriber I ever fucking got. What up to you, I see Spots? You know what I mean? So we going to take this question, and we just about out this motherfucker right now.
We were chilling. We've been here since 7, a little after 7, man, and everything's been peachy, hunky-dory. We are so glad to be here before the episode starts. So glad that so many of y'all came to chill with us before the episode starts. And we're here, man. We're always here, man. Just enjoy yourselves.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And I said, you know what I mean? Earlier, I said something in my other video, man. I said something about Preston. Red Team Review was there. He's saying something about Preston. I said, you know, Preston Jacobs, you want to see Tony Teflon on the red team, on the pink letter situation where he picked Mance Raider, and we know that I have picked Stance Baratheon. You know, I'm saying that when I debate anyone or any type of situation like that, it's all love. I'm not doing that in a hostile way. I'm not doing that in an aggressive way. I'm doing that as a fan of the books and a fan of the book show. Quite possibly he could win that debate. Quite possibly I could win that debate. I'm not saying that in any way. When you compare the Teflon TV, the Preston Jacobs channel, my channel isn't a pimple on Kim Kardashian's ass compared to his channel. That's the bottom line. If he was even willing to even talk to someone like me, I don't even know if the man even knows who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? And the status he's at, almost 200,000 subscribers, he probably doesn't. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Don't think that I'm doing that to in a physical way or anything bad like that. I'm just saying that as a fan to the books, I like to debate certain situations, and quite possibly maybe he can convince me that he is right, but I don't think so. I think I am right, and I think that I would win that, and I think I win that pretty easy.
Oh, man. We've had this question throughout the stream. I've been trying to get to it here and there. We had this question a couple days ago when me and Tef Guini did the Power Hour stream that we always do. All right. The question that's been rolling around lately is, what is the first scene gonna be in 25 minutes from now? What will be the opening scene, Tef Guini?
Ultimate, the scene that we're gonna see is Arya Stark in the Riverlands as Walter Frey, and taking out the Frey army, poisoning all the Freys, and them all dying.
Oh, man. What if we just get a set of eyes? We just get a set of dead-looking eyes. And we don't know where it is. We just know it's in the woods somewhere. We just know some weird shit is going down. And all of a sudden, Nymeria comes out the shadows, ladies and gentlemen. Get motherfucking hyped.
It could go down like that. I would love to see it. Love to see some Nymeria. No doubt about it. You know what I mean? This is Don Tony Teflon. It's Mo Genie Languini. And you know what happens tomorrow, the Power Hour, if you're available. We'll probably be doing that at 12 o'clock, as we usually do. And we will talk an hour about the episode. We'll talk about a character in the episode for an hour. And let's us to the point where we got to talk about the whole thing. We'll probably try to break it down character by character. So I think that's the best way, especially when it's only an hour and stuff like that. So, listen, we've been out here. You've been repping. What up to Sir LT Jives? What up to Timo? I love you both. You know what I mean? Got love for you, Timo. Jesus. Let me say what up to Rogue XP. What up to Phil the Issues guy? What up to all y'all? You know what I mean? 7707. Peace the fuck out. That's what we about to do right now. Check the review. You're going to see one on Mo Genie. Check out Phil the Issues guy. When we're done, he's going to be doing a review. He's going to have a live stream going on. We also know that, no doubt about it, you want to check out the people that are down with the Don too. The Hypes Watch. I think they will have something definitely jumping off. Don, Willie, and them. When this episode is over, you could check them out too. So split that up. And I do believe Smokescreen is also working on something too when the issue is up. So you could definitely see that without a doubt. Check them all out and everything else. You know what I mean? Check those, whatever one's your flavor. Back and forth and show them all some love. Half an hour here, half an hour here, half an hour there. You know what I mean? But that's what it's all about. It's all about, you know what I mean, people showing people love. I got into this game of YouTube back in the day, and you can go back and ask me. Man, I got back in this 4 years ago before people were doing Game of Thrones shit. And it was taboo to even mention another channel's name. Nobody mentions another channel's name. It was the Don Tony Teflon. I made a whole video about mentioning channels' names and giving them shots out. And now we at the point right now where people are coming on other people's channels and showing other people love. And that's what I always wanted it to be. And that's what I hope it stays at. You know what I mean? So no doubt about it. Got love for all y'all in the chat. Mo Genie Languini. Tell these people where they can find you.
You guys can find me in the link to the description below this video. You'll see me in the chat below this video when it's done. Moji, on YouTube, MOEJII, best place to find me. Y'all know where to find me. If you really want to see what Mo Genie's about, you know where to find me, man. You will know where to look for me.
No doubt. Find Mo Genie, and that's it. And check him out, and you know how we do. So if you like the way we do this, please thumbs up this. Please spread this across the realm, and please subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace, and stay sexy.